Hey everyone, so I've added some new things onto my Mercier page. You all know I did both my blush declutters recently, so I am going to add the second part of the blushes on there. But I do need to add some additional things like skincare, body care, and fragrances, and maybe a little bit of jewelry. I do have a little bit of fashion for my fashion girls who like to follow me and my fashion in my YouTube shorts. But now on to the video. What's up everyone, it is your girl Gelbeauty 87 here, aka Grace Honey, and today we're going to get into the new Patrick Ta foundation. So this is the Major Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. I brought the shade 20 Golden, so I went in store to pick this up when I ran some errands. What was it, Saturday? Today is Monday, Labor Day, but this is what it looks like on the inside. 20 was the one I feel like would be best for me, so that's the one I just went ahead and purchased. So let's get into it. But if you like new makeup release videos, if you like complexion videos like this, the more recent one I did was the Dior foundation and contour sticks along with the Rare Beauty powder. If you like to see new eyeshadow videos, I'm currently going to film a 3 looks 3 palette sometime this week. If you like a good fragrance video, the last one I did was Brown Girl Jane's Carousel. And if you like a good fashion video, I should have a second one coming up on some new handbags I have. I just need to find the SD card. I don't know what happened to it. I think I lost it, and that sucks. But if you like that sort of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Now let's get into this video. So I already primed my face. I have the Natasha, the liquid silk canvas on. I've been revisiting and loving that. So let's get into this foundation. So I should have had the stuff pop up on the side when I was talking about it earlier. It retails in the good like 50s, close to $60 for foundation. So Patrick, this better be it. Now all I need him to do is come out with concealer and then I'll be set. So that's what the shade looks like. I feel like it'll be a pretty good match. It'll probably be a little better for me once like winter comes. So I'm gonna do 2.5 pumps because that first little pump will sag. Y'all know when you first pump it out, it'll be a little bit of sadness and then a little bit more comes out and then a more realistic pump comes. So I already have the silk canvas on my face. That's all I'm just gonna get into putting this on. Now normally I would do color correcting and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I want to give the foundation a chance just to see what it looks like on its own for people who don't do all the color correcting and extra steps that I do. Y'all saw my new makeup routine when I did the Dior foundation stick, I'm pretty sure. I feel like that's when I showed it to you with that and the contour stick. So that's what it is. I thought this was going to be a little more liquidy, so I'm kind of glad it's not as liquidy as I thought it was going to be. It has more of a, you know, I guess would be considered a normal consistency when it comes to foundation. It's not real runny, but it's not really thick either because I don't like those that are too thick. Sigma soft coverage brush and rub this on my face. Y'all went to Chipotle to get lunch and it was too funny. So y'all know how people try to come out in traffic right when you be driving up and you know just try to bully their way through traffic and try to force people out the way, right? So this girl thought she was gonna try to do this to me and I wasn't going for it. So she ended up getting mad. Now mind you, it's hot outside. It was like in the 80s and 90s, so she pulled her window. So I had my windows down because I'm like, you know, it's hot. I try not to run the air conditioner when I have to, especially if I have on a hat. If I have on a hat, I will gladly have the windows down. I don't really care. I prefer to have the windows down over the air conditioner. Air conditioning is fine in the house and the fans aren't working, but I don't know. I try not to use the air conditioner unless I absolutely have to. So I had my windows down. So she rolls even with me. Doesn't roll her window down, just like puts up her middle finger, drives off. It's like, so you're mad because I wouldn't let you bully me, and that's your response. Because that's what you call yourself trying to do, trying to bully somebody into forcing them to do something that you wanted instead of being considerate and just asking if I'd let you out. So I was just like, okay, so you're a bully and a coward on top of everything else. Because if you're really about that life, when you rolled your window down and said whatever you need to say, not put your finger up and drove past real quick like a punk. But I was just like, okay, you know, each his own, whatever. I just thought it was hilarious because I'm like, so because I won't let you be a bully and mistreat me, you thought it was okay to flip someone off. Like, I don't know, stuff like that always amuses me. So I was just sitting there in my mind laughing like, okay, like, I hope that made you feel better. Like, I don't know what she thought was supposed to happen, what she thought was gonna happen, but it's like, yeah, I just don't go for the bullying very much too well, so, yeah. Okay, so it's not covering up dark spots like I was hoping. Like, you can see this dark spot right here on my cheek. Normally it would have been covered up because I put my color corrector on ahead of time, so those 2 pumps, I feel like didn't focus or cover up what I was hoping they would cover up. So this one is one I would need, you know, more coverage with. Now when I put my concealer on top, I feel like it might be good, but I'm gonna do one more pump just for the cheeks, just to see if we can build it up. But I know some people use like 2 to 4 pumps depending on what foundation is and how much coverage it gives. And I think this is supposed to be medium to buildable if I remember correctly. So that's why I'm like, I want to see if it is buildable, because I feel like it's at a medium coverage now. But I just want to see if we can try to build it to a full coverage. Thus me putting on the extra cake, for lack of a better term. Now this time I'm thinking I might just press it in with a sponge, because I know some people use a brush and then some people use a sponge. So we're just going to do a sponge for the second go around and just politely pat it in everywhere and not necessarily worry about, you know, the brush and then coming behind with the sponge. So okay, so I feel like it gave a little bit more coverage in the cheek area, but I feel like it's looking even more glowy because I didn't use a brush to, like, you know, kind of thin it out and then go with the sponge on top. The sponge is definitely giving more glow in those areas in particular than it was before when I used the brush. So just something to keep in mind. If you want a more glowy, like glass skin effect, then I feel like you'd probably be better with sponge. As you can see, it looks a lot more glowy in those areas where I just put it down. Whereas when I used the brush, although it had glow, it had a glass skin like glow that I feel like is very apparent in this area now. So I don't know if that was necessarily a good idea because I have oily combination skin, but again, we're gonna try it out to see. But anyway, put on this concealer. So I'm using the Danessa Myricks concealer. I haven't used it like in a little while, so I figured it'd be one of the newer ones I've gotten to show you all. So that's why I'm picking it. As you can see, I'm bringing it down because I want to, you know, make sure that we're covering up the dark spots in the areas that I want covered. Plus I like to have lots of brightness on the skin, so I usually try to drag it down to where I don't have dark spots and stuff. And I'm gonna just take the same, I'm gonna take another brush from the Sigma collection, the soft coverage collection, and just use that. You can use code Gelbeauty to get a discount on that collection. I will have a video coming up with the what is it, the Little Mermaid palette, because I really want to just order everything at one time and just have back-to-back videos of, like, you know, foundation and all that type of stuff. Because I told you I want to do a week of foundation because I have so many foundations, like the Sigma versus the Sephora one, since they both had skin tints drop at the same time. Then I want to do this one, and then I want to do the one with who do you call it, the Ulta Beauty one that's coming out. Then I want to battle the Ulta Beauty one against the original luminous one that they have out now to see if there's a bit of difference in, like, coverage and the way they perform on the skin. So it's a few that I want to do. So that's why I just want to do just about a week's worth, and then like that could be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday be the normal content. So it'd be like, you know, you'd have your new makeup releases on Friday or Saturday, and then you'd have like a colorful versus muted video, since I'm bringing those back. And then I'm trying to do another series that I've started filming videos on that I haven't finished, but I still need to finish some warm tone versus cool tone videos. So it's like I got a lot of stuff I'm still trying to finish and work out and organize. Then I got a couple fashion videos I want to do. Then I got to work on membership vlogs and shorts and all that. So it's like I got a lot of things that I'm doing, which is why sometimes I feel like I lack on other social media platforms. I'm trying to get better on Instagram, because at least Instagram lets you time. My problem with some social media places is they don't let you like have scheduled times to put up stuff. And since I'm used to having like scheduled times where I can just put up stuff, like if I didn't come film YouTube videos for y'all for like a month, I'd be set. Like I wouldn't have to come back and film a YouTube video till probably like around my birthday in November, and it's only September, but I have like that much content saved. So my whole thing is like I wouldn't have an issue like, you know, not making YouTube content, but I feel like new things are always coming out since YouTube is my biggest platform. I try to make sure I like, you know, stay on top of it, whereas other ones aren't as big as that, so I kind of let it fall by the wayside. But my Instagram is my second biggest one, so I'm trying to get better at, you know, doing stuff for it. So I'm going to take the LYS powder in the shade Ambition, which is medium tan, and we're gonna put that underneath my eyes with my puffs. So set down this concealer. I wanted to set the face on camera with you all so we could, you know, see how the product work on top of other products and how they sit down with powder before I go to the rest of my face off camera and then come back and talk to you in a few minutes. Adriangameover should be home soon, so I'm like, I need to get myself back home, and I see you looking at me sideways and crazy. So I'm going to finish this up and then go home. I do have a lot of stuff I have to take home though, because I brought a lot of clothes to like do fashion videos with. So I'm like, now I gotta take all that stuff home. That's the only thing that sucks about having to bring it out, because like then I have to take it back home. But I'm gonna take some home today. Then when I come to film my new makeup releases Thursday, I'll take some home then. And then I'll bring some other stuff that I need to pair with that whole situation. I'm liking the way it's setting down so far. In the middle of the face with the concealer. But we'll see how it sets with this Rare Beauty powder. Because I'm trying to use a lot of my newer makeup things. If I was smart, I'd pull the Tower 28 powder and use that underneath the eyes instead of LYS, because that's the newer thing. So my bad, y'all. Now we're going to take the Rare Beauty powder. I wear the shade True Caramel. Like I said, I did a video on this already, so if you want to hear my thoughts on this, you can, you know, go watch that video. I'm sure I had a thumbnail pop up at the front when I was talking about, you know, the latest videos I had done. So as you can see, it's a nice shades matching me pretty nicely. Only thing with her powders, I always feel like they run like a little orangey, or like her bronzers run a little red. So it's like, I'd love to see her come out with like some more tones of like golden and yellow, not always like this orangey reddish tone that I feel like Dior has near to. This one is pretty good, but I really want her to come out with a contour stick or like the bronzer stick in a more yellowish tone, like Coco Naughty from Fenty. I feel like it'd be great if she came out with that, because I feel like it'd just be out of the park then. And a lot of people my skin tone have been saying the same thing, like they just don't like it runs super red. It's fine now for summertime, it's super red, but it's like when fall and winter comes, I don't want to be super red. Like I want to have more of a yellow undertone, because I think it's gonna be lighter and it's not gonna have, you know, as much warmth to it, which I mean I'm not gonna need as much of a warm bronzer. So anyway, this is what we're working with for now. I'm gonna finish my face and I'll come back and talk to you in a minute, okay? Okay, y'all, so this is the finished face. I put on this Icon, or I think it's called Icon Beauty lip gloss that I received from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. So that's the lip gloss that's on my lips. I have on the Guerlain Deep Pink Blush. I have on, of course, my Sigma highlighter and bronzer. You can use code Gelbeauty if you want to pick those up. And we have the Patrick Tau foundation and the Danessa Myricks concealer, along with the Rare Beauty powder and the LYS powder. But now let's try out this L'Oreal setting spray. So let's read what she says. It says, our first setting spray that makes your makeup defy transfer, locks in makeup wear up to 36 hours, waterproof, sweat resistant, clothes resistant, smudge resistant, foam resistant, micro diffusing system, lightweight, non-stick, won't mark or ruin makeup, natural finish. So shake her up and see what she looks like when it comes out. Oh, okay, so it's nice, like aerosol moment. It looks like it sprays evenly like a makeup aerosol, I mean like a hairspray aerosol can. So let's see. I feel like that's enough. So it does have a perfumey smell, but I feel like a lot of the time when I use L'Oreal products, they have a makeupy smell. By the way, this is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. So it definitely has that perfumey smell that all their products have, and it's like the same perfumey smell. But this is what we're working with my face now, y'all. So I will talk to you later on tonight, and we'll see how this held up throughout the day. But I'm gonna go do some stuff. So talk to you later. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I got on a cute little eye now. I know, right? But shout out to my girl, Dionluvsmakeup. She sent me over her extra Madame Violet from Notoriously Morbid. So that's what I did my eye look with, if anyone's curious. I got a 3 looks 3 palettes coming, so you'll get to see how I created it. But back to this face with Mr. Patrick Tau, because it is now 10 o'clock. And I want to talk about how it wore. So I feel like it actually wore pretty well. I feel like I started getting oily like in this area right here. Pretty close to the probably 6 to 7 hour mark. So it lasted a good 6 hours, which I consider good considering I am, you know, oily combination skin. And in the real lighting, it doesn't look that bad. Like in these lights, it looks much worse. It's like this much oil on my nose and like maybe like that much oil on my cheek area and my forehead. But remember, this is a luminous foundation, so I don't even think that might necessarily be oil. Like maybe this part right here and like this little area right here and this little area right here. But otherwise, I feel like that's just the luminous finish that it gives because it's a luminous foundation. So I'm like, okay, Patrick, honey, I see you out here making me look real cute. Remember, I have shade 20 Golden. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but I do have on shade 20 Golden. I think this wore actually quite well. I think it looks really nice on the skin. I expect it to be much oilier than I actually am because this is a, you know, luminous foundation, but I don't feel like I'm super oily. And I have been outside periodically throughout the day because I was doing clothing videos, so it wasn't like I didn't, you know, go out in the sun. I've been out in the sun for here and there throughout the day, so it did get like wear test outside. As far as the setting spray goes, I feel like it held it up pretty well. Now it is supposed to be what is it, resistant, like smudge resistant and some other stuff, so let's see. Okay, so it did transfer even though it says it doesn't. See right there, that little grease spot right there. So it did transfer even though it said it wasn't going to. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. I do feel like it was sweat resistant though, because I felt like it was really hot outside. I had my windows down because I did that on purpose to test it out. And I don't feel like it, I was sweating at all. So I do give it that claim. But transfer proof, definitely not. Let's try to put my face on my phone and see if... Okay, it's not transfer proof when it comes to the phone either. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to tell. Yeah, but you see, there's foundation on my phone. So it's not transfer proof when it comes to the phone either. And that's how you normally put your face on your phone, on the side of your phone. So the fact that they didn't do that, I don't believe those claims. Now, I do feel like it was humidity proof and it was sweat resistant. I do feel like those two claims are true, but y'all clearly saw it transferred on my phone and it transferred on a piece of paper, and all I did was blotted my face. So, you know, realistically, it's not keeping the transfer claims at all. Now, will it make the face last 36 hours? I don't know. We only tried it for 8. I think it'd be funny if somebody did try it for 36 hours though, because I'd be like, bravo for, you know, sacrificing your skin for a day and a half just to see if this setting spray will last that long. Because, like, I know you gotta go to sleep and then get up and try to time again for the rest of the time. Like, no. Sleeping at night would just be really uncomfortable. Although I think it would be fun to do it, so I might actually end up doing it. Try like all the longest wearing products on my face for however long they claim and see how that works. I think that'd be fun. Comment down below if you want to do that, because now I'm kind of intrigued. But anyway, back to what we're talking about here. So I approve this foundation for someone with oily skin. I actually think it did pretty well, and it was pretty hot out here in Chicago. I don't know if it was a combination of that setting spray, so I do want to try it again with like just, you know, my tried and true setting sprays, like the one size and the short Tilbury that I like to use it with and see how that works out. But overall, I am very impressed with this foundation. I don't feel like, I know I saw some people who had it like it was sitting in their pores and stuff. I don't feel like it's sitting in my pores. I don't feel like I'm having any of those issues that I was seeing other people with. Like, I did use Natasha the liquid silk canvas. Maybe it has to do with the primer you use. I honestly don't know. But I've been falling back in love with my liquid silk canvas, so I made sure I use that today. So that's just me. But yeah, so I'm impressed. I like it. If you have oily combination skin, I think it might actually work for you pretty well. Now, if you live in Vegas or somewhere like that, make sure your setting spray is on point, and you might even want to set down your primer. So I'm going to do my makeup tomorrow or Thursday in the traditional way I do it, with, you know, patting down, doing my new makeup routine where I put setting powder on my primer and all that to make sure it works out even better than it did today. And I think it did pretty good today, so I can only imagine what it'll work like if I actually do my normal routine, which I'm excited to do. But I wanted you all to see, for those who just do their makeup, you know, putting on primer, then foundation, concealer, and all that. I'm gonna do my color correcting and all that when I test it out further, and then you'll see it in the future complexion corner. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have for you. I still gotta go look for this SD card. I'm telling y'all, I've been looking for it for like almost a week now. I still don't know where it is. It's pissing me off. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. The membership's down below if you're interested. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. The fun doesn't have to stop here. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. Let's be friends. I upload the latest fashion, fragrance, and eyeshadow comparisons there first.